Four. My all-time favorite movie. All right, when you're ready, Jude.
Let's do something. Okay. I'm ready. Now, what is one of the main things to achieve success in our society? One of the main things, everyone. Money. How many of you have $1 million? Raise your hand if you have $1 million. Okay, that's what I thought. I no longer have $1 million either. Now, I'm going to teach you all how to make $1 million. There's all sorts of different ways that people achieve $1 million. Drugs, stock market, maneuvering around stealing from banks. Open up your own company. There's one crucial way, though. That's finding a unicorn. Now, the last known unicorn sighting was in Sweden. So you're going to have to start there. You're going to have to start looking around in Sweden for this unicorn, right? So, once you find where the unicorn has been located, they like to hang out around waterfalls, rainbow areas, mystical sightings, children's backyards, etc., etc. So you're going to capture it back there, right? Okay. Got to grab a rope. You're going to need a rope. Now this rope has to be invisible, because a solid rope will just go straight through the unicorn. Sorry to say it, but it's true. You're going to need your fastest shoes on. I recommend these shoes here. From a previous speech, I told you about how the shoe is a great invention. You got to use that invention for this speech. Not this speech, but for later on. Because these are fast shoes, I'm telling you. So, you might have to spend a little bit of money, but you know what? It'll all turn out to be positive in the end, to get these shoes here. So, now you're in Sweden, you got the shoes, right? You want to figure out how to make $1 million? I'm still telling you how. So, you're in Sweden, in a child's backyard. Do it when the children aren't home, preferably, otherwise you might get sent to the prison. So, continuing. You're going to bring that magical invisible rope there. You can I have one in my back pocket. You all have one in your back pocket. It's imagination, that's what I'm telling you. That's where it is. Cross that part out. Continuing. So, you're in the child's backyard. You got your rope, right? Got to turn your smellers on, right? It's your nose, right? Got to smell for that unicorn. Kind of listen a little bit to a little bit of rustling. It kind of sounds like there's a little bit of rustling back there. Okay, so you got the rustling going on, right? Now you see the unicorn over there, right? You're gonna be right here, okay? Gotta get ready for the unicorn. Now I'm gonna pull my rope out. I'm gonna lasso the unicorn. Missed it. So what you gotta do now? You gotta find a friend. You gotta find a friend going on this deal for the $1 million, right? Cross that part out. You gotta find the friend, right? Because you need some help to catch the unicorn. You gotta make a trap, right? Now, as I told you earlier, the unicorns like to go to the waterfalls in Sweden. So what you do is, unicorns are on the top of the waterfall. You go on the top of the waterfall, friend on the bottom of the waterfall, you both have invisible ropes. You use your rope as a whip to whip the unicorn in the butt. Push it off the waterfall. Okay, unicorns will survive the fall. They have jets in their tail. Continuing. It falls off the waterfall. Its jet's kind of boosted it like this. Kind of boosted it, give it a little bit of a boost. And your friend right down there is able to capture the unicorn. Okay, you all have the unicorn. But now I bet you're wondering, how in the world am I going to make money with an invisible unicorn? That's where the next step is. Let me just cross out the previous step here. There we are. So we've achieved the capture. Now I ask you, what do you do with a captured unicorn? Anyone know? I thought not! Let me put my shoe back on. Okay, so what you gotta do with the captured unicorn is you gotta build a zoo, right? Now, in order to build the zoo, you need to get some permits. You gotta get a mason to build the walls around the zoo. See, and you gotta get some propaganda here, okay? Because you're gonna lie to the people. That's another thing. You gotta really lie to the people. You don't want to tell them the truth that the unicorn's invisible. You gotta tell them that they're gonna see magical things. Let me cross that part out. Okay, so. You got a zoo built, okay? You got the big zoo, okay? You got your mason, you got your propaganda, you got thousands of people there to that day, right? So, now I bet you're wondering, well, Jared, the unicorn's invisible, the people are just going to be angry, they're going to throw rocks at you, right? That's true. That'll happen the first day, because you're not going to realize that you have to do something else, other than just have an invisible thing out there doing absolutely nothing. Well, the people are watching. They'll get very angry at you and you'll lose money. It's okay, it's okay. It works out in the end, okay? It works out in the end. So now the next thing is, gotta get another unicorn. Now, the second unicorn sighting, you already took Sweden's unicorn, so now you're in trouble there. So the next unicorn sighting was in Yemen. See, all these videos are on YouTube. You can see the unicorns, they're real. Now, the next unicorn sighting in Yemen, you gotta go to Yemen, right? Now, Yemen's kind of a little bit of a tumultuous place. What you gotta do is you gotta get a Jeep. Jeep, good vehicle, good American vehicle. So you gotta get that Jeep, right? You gotta get a guard, because Yemen, they have lots of weapons. You gotta get a guard to protect you while you're in Yemen. Now, the Yemenese variety of unicorn are much more difficult to capture than the Swedish version. In order to capture a Yemenese version of unicorn, you need a cat. You need a cat with a rope. Now, the cat kind of like this, right? Like this, see? I don't know if you can all see, but I'm just going to get down on all fours. The cat's kind of like this, right? And it's got the rope in its mouth, right? In your You're okay, so you're the cat, right? Okay, so the cat's got a rope in its mouth. And the cat's it's really gonna start whipping that rope around. Okay, everyone. Okay. The emotion, it's all this emotion. So the cat can whip around his rope, right? Okay. It's gonna really capture, because cats have a natural instinct to capture any unicorn that they see. So you know how dogs can hear high-pitched noises? Well, cats can see unicorn. Pause that part out there. So you got your cat here. I'm not gonna demonstrate it again because the emotions just get to me when I demonstrate the cat. Okay, there we go. So now you got your Yemenese unicorn, right? Now, customs, you might have a little bit of trouble with customs, but that's okay. You just kind of bribe the customs guard, and you should be able to get the unicorn to America. Now I ask you, what do people eat? Because that's another thing you got to be focusing on at this emporium for unicorns. Is because in order to keep the people there for a longer amount of time, you need food. And food is what's crucial. Let me write that down. Food is crucial. Okay, so now you got your 2 unicorns, right? But now you're like, Jared, now it's just 2 invisible unicorns. That's just where you're wrong. Have you ever heard of the myth that a unicorn is pink, or unicorns are rainbow colored, or unicorns are white or black? Anyone? No? Okay, I'll write that down too. No one knows about that. Okay. So, that myth came from a man from southwest Germany. Now, in southwest Germany, this one man, he painted a unicorn. He thought, maybe that's how people see them. And that's where the first white unicorn came from. So everyone was like, oh, unicorns are white! Unicorns are white! This is not true. Unicorns are still invisible. Unicorns are colorless, unless you're a cat and you can see their colors. I've always wanted to be a cat to see that color. So that's what else you're going to need. You're going to need to go to Maynard's to get some buckets of paint to see. Quality paint, I recommend. Latex-based. And you got to paint unicorns whichever colors you like. I recommend if you're in the Wisconsin area, green and yellow is a good way to go. But we're situating this down in Texas, so just kind of go with some big colors, okay? Okay. So now, well, your unicorn emporium has been built, everyone. So we're almost there. We're almost there to making our $1 million, right? Here's a problem. Unicorns are very, very susceptible to terrorist attacks. No, not against our country, just against the unicorn itself. So, gotta make sure you got some more unicorns on hand. This is where your 2 unicorns come in handy. Now, I'm not going to go into the details, but you got to get more unicorns. And you have 2. I'll let you kind of use your imagination on that. Okay, so now you got your 2 unicorns, got multiple unicorns in the back, kind of hidden in a cage, slightly abused, but that's okay. Unicorns are tough and rugged animals. They're actually beasts, not animals, I'm sorry. insulting. Let me cross that part out there. Okay. So, you got your unicorns. What does that mean?
You're close.
Huh?
I'm close to cutting you off.
Oh, really? Okay, well,
Get to the point.
okay. Okay, so now you got your unicorns. You got everyone coming into the unicorn society, right? Now, the money comes not from the tickets. It doesn't come from the food. It comes from stealing and pickpocketing all the people that are visiting your place. See, unicorns are known pickpocketers, right? They got those horns, right? And they just kind of go right into the pocket right there. It's gonna rip out that money out of that pocket. And that is how you make $1 million.